Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome back to Spaskovo? I do think I'm pronouncing this name wrong. Well, in any case, welcome back to Poland. We did have a bit of snowfall during the night. As you can see, it's about, I don't know, 40 centimeters. Just under my knees. So, the workers called. They are not able to come because the roads are all snowed in. But I still want to use this time because there's more snowfall forecasted for today. So I really want to make sure that I bring some more materials for when the workers can come. So I have everything ready for them. So in order to do that, I'm gonna try. I'm simply gonna try because all my tractors are only two-wheel drive. None of them have four-wheel drive, and I have no clue how this is gonna go on snow. And if it's not gonna go well, I just might have to put everything on hold. Okay. So let's see how this goes. In any case, the next stage of construction requires some... yeah, look at the deep ruts. Next stage of construction requires some prefab walls, 2 pallets of that, and I think 2 or maybe 4 pallets of furniture. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, look at that. I'm spinning wheels like mad. This really doesn't look too good. I wonder if I'll even be able to pull the trailer out and onto the road, because there is an incline towards the road. Yeah, look at that, I'm spinning all the way through. And now I've driven over the hitch. Okay. At least managed to get that. Connect the lights. So, will it float? Okay, it will. Yeah, it's all about momentum. I mustn't let off. I do hope I'm not too brave going on the road in these winter conditions. As nobody is clearing these roads in the forests. So yeah, it's pretty much every man for himself. Try and close. So it's a bit quieter. Do you know what? I don't really think I'm gonna be able to get on the road. This kind of spells like disaster already. Because if I'm struggling and spinning tires all the way from, well, on the flat, I'm definitely not coming up the incline over there. So yeah, there is quite a rough winter ahead of us. It's minus 10 degrees at the moment, which is extremely cold. And I have heard that winters in Poland can be severe, but I did not expect anything like this. Come on, Zetor, you can do it. This would help so much if I would have four-wheel drive. Who could I call? I could call Anton or Antoni. To lend me some help. He has some bigger tractors with 4-wheel drive. On the other hand, it's a pretty nice sunny morning. So we got that going for us. I know this is some premium content. Traveling 1 to 3 kilometers an hour. Down to 1 and 0. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're not getting out this way. Stop already. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Mr. Antoni to see if he can help. What about the tractor alone? Can I get out? Wow. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay, yeah, no. I'm gonna park over here. Man, I can't even get out of the ruts. Okay, well, in any case, I'm gonna call Mr. Antoni if he can maybe come over and lend me his tractor. Okay, so Mr. Antoni was willing to lend me his Zetor, the newer one, and it has 4-wheel drive, so this should work now. At least look at us fly, almost 20 kilometers an hour. Yeah. But I have to be back before 4 p.m. Because there's gonna be more snowfall, and I really don't want to get every tractor stuck. And I want to have everything in the barn under cover, safely away from the elements. Because as far as I know, those prefab walls don't come packaged. They're just kind of tied together, and that's it. Alright, now the moment of truth. Will it float? Gotta be careful not to damage anything. Yeah. I really have to think about a plow or maybe a snow blower. Something that'll help. Our situation here. We good? Looks like we're good. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. Made it out. Okay, well, I will see you at the warehouse where our materials are already waiting for us. I just have to come, pay and collect them. Alrighty, so here we are. This is the place. Spakovo. Yeah, Spakovo, it's not Spaskovo. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so let me have a few words with people here. And let's see what we can get, or how much we have to pay. Okay, paid 8,280 euros for the materials. So the prefab walls, they were 4,632, and 4 pallets of furniture were 3,648. Excuse me, turning my head a bit just so I can see better. And everything is waiting for us over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park somewhere in the open. Look at that snowed in forklift. He's gonna have a bad time. Okay, so they said that there is some kind of a forklift over there I can use to load it up. And yeah, so these are the prefab walls. As I expected, they are not protected, they're just bound together, and that's it. And the furniture is on this side. Yeah, perfect. So 4 pallets. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a shame that our local sawmill doesn't produce prefab walls or furniture, but yeah, they focus mainly on the planks, wood beams, and stuff like that production. So now I gotta be extra careful because this is very, very expensive. Okay, let me put the blinkers on just to be safe, to be as visible as possible. Yeah, this trailer really doesn't sit well with this tractor. Let me see if this... I have to take it back a bit. Okay, this just about perfect. Ooh, okay. First prefab wall done. This is gonna be a joy taking off at the farm with all the snow on the ground. This is a cool little forklift. I should buy it for my own use. But yeah, I've been thinking on my way here, if I want to survive here, at least survive the winters, I'm definitely gonna have to have a 4-wheel drive tractor. Otherwise I am not sure how I'm gonna make it, because if I'm gonna be dependent on my neighbors every winter, it really sounds good to me, you know. I can put this on from behind. Or maybe I can just go over. There's plenty of space on the trailer for this. And can you imagine that this trailer was only 1,500 euros? It's a perfect match for the project I'm doing. Alrighty. I do think this is all nicely loaded. Whoa, almost bumped into that trailer. Hang on, that was a close one. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to pull all this with my two-wheel drive tractor on that snow. Let's make it all nice and safe. Well, you know what they say, safety is key. Alright, and we'll see you back at the farm. Yeah, this sucks. Don't laugh at me, sir. Problematic? Yeah. But if I try driving this part... No, don't want to go down the ditch. Ugh. Okay, well, it's gonna take a while. Man, I am not a happy man. Okay, finally, when I came over that hilltop, well, apex, the tractor did start getting some speed, but now we're down to 4, but yeah, it was a real struggle for most of the way. Yeah. Few hours later. Oh man, at last we are at the entrance to the farm. Oh shoot, this took way too long. But I've learned my lesson. I will not try to do anything when the snow is on the ground. Oh, no. Okay, I gotta get it in the tram lines. No. Would you believe me that if I'd say that I have zero control over the direction of the tractor? Wow. Yeah. I am not quite sure how I'll do this unloading. I do think I will try to bring the tractor as close to the barn doors as possible and not take the front loader tractor out at all, if possible. Yeah, let's... Shoot! Yeah. I think I'm cooked. Okay, okay. Progress. Now don't stop believing. Come on, Zetor, you can do it. You got this. I will try to go as far as I can and then reverse down for unloading the front parts. Ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty good on the side. Maybe reverse it just a tiny smidge. Right, perfect. I'm gonna leave the tractor running because I don't want to have it stalled. Yeah. This looks good. Do I dare take this Blue Zeta out? I do not dare, to be honest. Okay, let's open these doors so I have a bit more space to maneuver. I'll be honest, I did not expect I was gonna be having so many issues with snow today. And truth be told, there is a lot more snowfall forecasted. It's about to go to 1 meter deep, which I believe is a lot. Okay, something seems to be not complying. Put it more on the forks. Don't want to lose it. And let me try and put the furniture here. I still have some space to put the prefab walls. Okay, now for the prefab walls. Let's see, is this good? It's a bit towards the rear, but let's try. Have to take a different approach since these walls are so big I can barely turn around in here. No, don't drop it. They were way too expensive to damage. Come on. Very nice. All right. One is in. Yeah. Okay. So I do think lesson is learned. Don't do this in the winter. At least not when the snow is on the ground. I think I'm gonna leave this one here. Okay, and I'm guessing this is it construction wise for this year. We are basically in the second half of December already, so it's pretty good as time goes. But I will definitely have to wait with construction. Also, the construction crews can't come over here because of the roads. They are too bad. So, yeah. Let me take this tractor back to Mr. Antoni. He did save my behind today, otherwise I would not be able to do this. Look at that, even the deer is belly deep in snow. So yeah, by itself this tractor really flies. Look at that. It goes like like hell. But when the trailer was behind, it was probably too heavy. Or maybe it was too rear heavy, so the tractor's wheels were not pressing on the ground with full force. You can see how deep the cars are. Everything is covered. Yeah, so I took a walk from Mr. Antoni over there and through the forest. I gotta say, it's a pretty nice walk here. It's really interesting that birds are still singing, even though there is, you could say, a lot of snow and everything is covered. So yeah, I don't know how these birds survive. They're definitely not eating bugs. Okay, and I come out right here. Look at these tram lines we made. It's basically a highway by now. Okay, now for the rough part. Getting this baby back into its shed. Or, you know, maybe it's gonna go fine, cause it's still only has to push its own weight. Yeah, nah. It's a completely different story from the four-wheel drive tractor. Right. And since we are gonna be probably closing for the winter, I'm gonna close this barrier over here. We don't want any uninvited guests. Fly, little tractor, fly! You can do it! Okay. Well, I will not say this was terrible, but it was highly educational. Okay, well, in any case, I'm gonna warm up a bit and we'll see if anything interesting happens. Just look at this. Car is all deep in the snow. Even the trailer is up to its thing, so it's about a meter deep, the snow cover. And it's looking pretty rough. Pretty rough indeed. and there is still snowing. We are in the second half of January, so we have probably a few more months of this. At least the forecast says so. So, yeah. A very strange experience. I have never been so deep snowed in my life, like ever. At least not for such a long time. So we are in the second half of March and the snow is still a meter deep and it's still snowing. It's like -12 outside, which is... I don't know what's going on, but this winter is off the rails, so to speak. So I'm expecting warm weather in April, so that's next month. And I do expect the snow is gonna thaw, so we can start doing some more work on the cabins. And I have checked and it's going to be time to put some potatoes in the ground. So yeah, I gotta take care of that. It's gonna be a busy day, that April. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun. Join us next time to see how we progress here. And take care and goodbye.